their just behavior is. Now, what's interesting about this team, whether it's Miami a couple of years ago, but we'll talk about this year, the Kansas City game, the Baltimore game, both losses in different ways, right? One was a blowout, got your ass kicked. One was a blocked field goal. The great thing that this team kind of embodies is you can't lose twice. So it sits with you for a day, and then you wipe it away, right? And that sounds like a toilet commercial, but that's what this team
dude
does. Wipe it away. This team does that mentally, right? They've got the dude wipes for their brain, dude. So I feel I kind of anticipate how they'll behave, but I'm just going to be curious to see how the guys in the locker room act tomorrow. So we'll be reporting back on Thursday with what the kind of mood around the building is.
Yep. I like that too. And it's something you've mentioned it a few times of multiple different players saying that in the locker room, like, well, we can't lose again because of that loss.
Right.
We can't ensure a win because of that win. It's just another way of like, hey, it really is week to week, game to game, and those guys looking at it as such. And I like that. You can't get ahead of yourselves. Hell, the Detroit Lions last night were talking about that. Like Amon-Ra St. Brown, I was listening to him with Scott Van Pelt. I didn't watch a lot of the game. Actually, I think I watched like 45 seconds of it. That was basketball last night for me. But he was talking about it. Like, oh, everybody's telling us to lay down and quit, but like our mentality literally is one game at a time. Yeah. And we didn't want to break that cycle. So I respect that, dude.
Why didn't Sean Payton go for two? Like, seriously, when I watched Dan Campbell last night, you probably saw the trick play.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's the viral moment from that game. So that and all the missed field goals and Kyle Shanahan hating his kicker. But it's like, that's Dan Campbell.
Right.
That passed down from the the generation before him was from Sean Payton, which was from Bill Parcells.
Yeah.
You think Bill Parcells sitting around being like, you know what? Let's just let's
you know
kick
what,
the
that
extra
tie,
point.
6% tie, is that what you said? Yeah, let's go for that.
Hey, Joe Burrow, we're not stopping them all day. They haven't punted.
Right.
Let's go ahead and go to overtime, everybody. Like, what? Sean, what? Who's talking to Sean? Stop talking to Sean. Sean, go with your gut. And he did say yesterday, and we read the quote, hey, I've thought about it. Well, to me, it sounded like he was regretting his decision.
Good. I hope he was. For real.
Okay.
Because we're all regretting the decision he made.
I know.
And I hope he feels that a little bit. So, just an interesting thought about what this is going to look like. I also started to think more about last night backing into the postseason.
Okay.
And you know what, Cease? Who the hell cares? Anybody going to remember how you got there?
Nope.
Or the fact that Bo Nix played in a playoff game in his rookie year? Will that be the story, or will it be, well, remember they lost to the Chargers and the Bengals, and I'm not giving them a pass for that. Sean cost them 2 football games. But they find themselves in the postseason with a win over the, I think calling the Chiefs JV squad might be disrespectful to a JV squad out there. I don't care, dude. Get into the postseason. I say it all the time. Beggars can't be choosers. And you know what we are in Broncos country right now? Begging to get back into the postseason. I'm not going to cry or harp and choose about how it looks.
No, not at all. And one of the things that Carson Wentz could go out there and look like Drew Lock.
Sure.
And I mean that in the fact that the Colts were rolling up against Drew Lock. Ask any fantasy GM out there who streams defenses like, oh, I better start the Colts defense. Nope. Lock got you.
Yeah,
he got you in a big way because they told him not to, or at least that's the rumor. I don't want to put anything out there, but like, hey, Drew, can you not really do that? And he just was like, screw you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going home. Guess what, Carson Wentz? I want Carson Wentz to test this defense. I want him to go after Pat Surtain. It's not going to pay off for him.
Right, yeah.
But I want Wentz to go out there and be like, you know what? Because now we're getting this conversation with the Sam Darnold thing, right? And you've got this monumental Week 18 game, Lions and Vikings, number 1 seed in the National Football Conference. It's amazing. But now teams are thinking, could I go get Carson Wentz and do that? Can I go get Zach Wilson?
Zach Wilson is a fun conversation to have.
So there are a lot of fun offseason conversations based on what we saw with Sam Darnold. Is that a one-off? Or look at that 2018 class now. Baker Mayfield, Sam Darnold, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson.
Pretty good. Worked out pretty good for those guys.
Yeah, pretty nice. And then Josh Rosen. I think Josh Rosen is at Wharton.
What?
At the business school?
Oh.
Yeah. Or somebody somebody tweeted out.
He's running a jail? I thought you said warden for a second.
And Somebody's been watching Shawshank Girl. No. Wharton, like Wharton Business School.
Oh, okay.
And if you ever met anyone that went to Wharton, guess what they always tell you? I went to Wharton.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I get it. My buddy Jason went there. So
Okay. I like the vegan of colleges, right? Just got to tell you about it.
yeah, vegan, a CrossFitter, and well, I'm part of the Peloton cult. So like, yeah, you go into a bar, why do you know that? Because they tell you.
They'll let you know.
Exactly.
Real quick, going back to the Monday night game, Kyle Shanahan. Now, we've all either worked with this person or, I'll raise my hand, I've been this person.
Whoa.
But like you go to work and you hate it, right? Like I've worked at a place, last spot, you like go there and you're like, oh God, I got to do this again with these idiots. That's what it felt like with Kyle Shanahan last night. Watching him just like hang his head after another missed field goal, I'm like, dude, he doesn't want to work there anymore.
He doesn't even want to be there.
Right.
He's like Dante and Clerks, right? Yeah. There's the dead guy in the bathroom. Like, it's I feel bad. I like Kyle a lot.
I mean, of course, he's Colorado's kid, right?
I like Kyle a lot. I wish he was here. You know what I mean? I wish that wasn't ever blocked, or still can't believe, and God bless Mr. Ellis, but I can't believe Joe Ellis was like, I was surprised at how well he interviewed. What? That's Kyle Shanahan, baby. Like,
Yeah, right.
But we'll see. I mean, it's a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's a package deal with John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan, so it's not like they can wipe one away and get. Why am I talking about wipes all the time this morning? Wipes. I got to wipe my brain, wipe my memory of that Bengals game. How about that?
There you go.
There's a segue. I need more caffeine. But
A texter is writing about that of, hey, I'm disappointed. This is a good text. I think we can all take this.
Rally around this?
Yeah, rally around it. That's
Okay.
well said. I'm disappointed by the final in Cincinnati, but this team is overachieving and still in control of its own destiny to punch its playoff ticket. I'm fired up. The future is bright.
Okay.
That's well thought. It was well
Yeah.
thought out and said.
Yeah, and that's the thing, and I like the way he emphasized that, because you can punch your own ticket. This isn't backing in if you win.
Mm-hmm.
It's backing in if you lost, and but everyone else lost, and no, now you're in.
Yep.
That's backing in. This is not backing in.
Mm-hmm.
You still have to punch your ticket. They will be competing, and much like back in the day when teams would get mad at, let's say, like a Nebraska, right? Well, they put in the third stringers, and it's 62-0. Like, they're not going to stop playing. Kansas City, Carson Wentz isn't going to be like, yeah, I got to suck this week.
Right.
Look what Drew Lock did in ruining the Giants.
Yeah.
He changed NFL history.
I love that he did it.
Think about that, dude.
I love that he did it, dude.
It's amazing.
You might be, in like 20 years from now, we'll be going, hey, why didn't Shador Sanders end up in New York? And somebody's going to go, what was that? Oh, remember Drew Lock? That's going to be the answer to that.
People will be
trivia
watching the Alamo Bowl highlights. I'm using air quotes, and they'll say, why did he have Giants cleats
Right,
on?
yeah.
He didn't go to the Giants.
Drew Lock, man. Nice work. Big Perm giving us a shout
What up,
out.
Big Perm?
On the RamosLaw.com text line says we're the hardest working radio show in Colorado and Denver, which puts you in the top running for hardest working in the country. Hey, we appreciate it, man. You
Thank
guys
you,
out there
brother.
grinding. We're going to try to do the same here for you. We got a Lyft driver checking in. Says, hey, do Lyft instead of Uber. Either one,
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
Whatever gets you home safe and puts a
yes.
couple of bucks in somebody's pocket, do that tonight. Do not drive anywhere on New Year's Eve with consuming alcohol. Please, for us and for yourself, don't do it. All right, let's dive deeper into the game last night. Joker and Russ, they